Hey everybody, and welcome to another World of Warships game. The Omaha again here, and this was actually very fun, so I hope you enjoy it. In a team, they were actually bottom tier in this game, so we got some tier 7s, a few tier 6s. Less than half the team is tier 5, so I really am at the bottom of the pecking order in this game. Yeah, we've got 3 battleships, some cruisers and a couple of destroyers per team, so it's quite cruiser heavy. Now in this game, as you will see, in practical terms I achieved very little in terms of shooting people and blowing things up and things like that. I've actually achieved more damage in a single salvo in this ship before than I did in this entire game. However, my tactical impact was much greater than the raw numbers would suggest, and what I'm going to do is demonstrate exactly how this worked. So if I just pause the game for a minute, like that, which I recently discovered how to do, and then try and activate the free camera, I can't remember how you do that, you'll see anyway most of our ships are over here, so they're all heading this way and there's a few of us kind of going up in this direction. I'm heading up this way to try and kind of go around there if I can and intercept any cruisers or battleships that are going this way, but we're going to try and keep our distance because we're going up against tier 6s and tier 7s for the most part, and I haven't yet worked out how to fiddle with this little marker such that I actually know what tier ship I'm looking at any one time, since ships aren't like tanks and to me they all look basically the same. Having said that, this is a very pretty model. Look at this, this is just awesome. So well done. Anyway, so we do blah blah blah. Where are we? Yep, there's a battleship over there. He is just outside of range, but I think he's just about to get into range, so I think we fire anyway, just in case. Kind of guess where he's going to be, probably around here somewhere. And we fire, there we go. Let's see how those go. This is more or less at our maximum range, not quite, but almost. And then we've got the rest of the enemy fleet are still in their cap for some reason. They've not really moved. You can see their cap circle is here, and then they're all in there, which is strange. Okay, and then what we're trying to keep the range open. I don't want to get into close range because close range makes me easy to hit, and this ship doesn't really have armour anyway, and I'm against people that are much stronger than me. There we go, there's the first salvo coming in. So we fire our own and then we angle the ship, try and get out of its way. If any hit, they will hit at a steep angle. They all missed, luckily. If they hit at a steep angle, we're less likely to get citadelled, which is again something that I will demonstrate a little bit later on. So another salvo, we angle ourselves to try and avoid this one as well. Here it comes, and it's just short. Launch a salvo from the rear battery back at this battleship. We're using armour piercing ammo. We get a hit, we don't do any damage. Brilliant, it's probably over penetration or something into the bow. We've just taken our first hit, but that didn't do any damage either. Gosh, I wish you got points for how many shots that were aimed at you that missed, because I would win this game. Battleship, what's he doing? He's going that way. Cruiser is coming this way. We've got another hit, still didn't do any damage. That one bounced off, so we've done 5 hits so far, 6 even, you see up here, and we've not done any damage at all. As I say, I've had single salvos that have done more damage than the total amount of damage I managed to do in this game. More shots aimed, more missed. Just as well, because we were directly side on then, so we could have been citadelled, which would not have been fun. I don't think I've explained the concept of a citadel before, but basically if you get hit by an armour piercing shell and it goes through your citadel, then it does like extra damage. So a citadel hit will take you down by a quarter or a third of your total hit points. That's why they're bad. Just launch the spotter plane. Hopefully it'll give us a bit of spotting help. Well, there's no aircraft carriers in this game, so we don't need to worry about shooting down any enemy planes, but having a little spotter is always helpful. There's our cruiser again, over there. Our destroyer's coming. They've managed to avoid those torpedoes, that's good. He's probably going to launch torpedoes in a minute. Oh, I did some damage! 1,500 damage, gosh, I did something. More damage at 2,500. I'm really paying back my hit points in this game. gosh. Okay, I can't remember who I'm shooting at now. I think I'm shooting at this near cruiser. I think I've switched targets. And there's another one over here because we've just seen the shells, but I've no idea where he is. I think he pops into view in a minute. I think I go down this way specifically to see if I can find him and get him into view. Because there's 2 cruisers and a destroyer over there. The destroyer hasn't launched torpedoes, which is interesting. And then there's a battleship somewhere. The battleship is over there. There's a cruiser. That's the guy we were looking for. Let me see if we can put some shots over onto these guys again. Oh, it's onto this cruiser. We missed completely. The enemy team aren't the only ones who can't fire. I can't seem to hit anything either. Oh, we got some hits that time. Didn't do any damage though. Brilliant. That cruiser just got citadeled. You can see that massive hit that he just took. Right, where are we going? Oh, yeah, we go. Here's the cruiser. Now, he was way too close. Fortunately, he's turning away. So we get a good hit on him, or at least a good salvo. He's launched salvo from his rear guns towards us, so we turn into the shot, and they miss. This is kind of what you have to do. Battleships can rely on having loads of hit points and loads of armour. Cruisers can't, especially when you're up against other cruisers that could be anything up to 2 tiers higher than you. Because tier 7 American cruisers have 8-inch guns. I just got hit in my engine, so we used the repair kit, and then I drive into an island because I'm a genius. Who put that island there? Seriously. Okay, reversing off the island. Now this would be a really bad position. Fortunately, this bit of the island here has shielded me from the enemy cruiser, so he can't actually shoot me at the moment. And I think he switched targets because he could shoot me now, but he hasn't. And I've got off the island enough that I've now switched back to forward throttle. And yeah, we're now turning away. He put another salvo in, but too late. Far too late. There we go. He missed completely. Good, we're off the island. Yeah, running your ship aground ain't good. We're 2 ships ahead as well. They've taken 3 cruisers worth of deaths, plus a destroyer. We've lost 1 cruiser and 1 destroyer. And I don't know what these guys are doing over here. The battleships look like they're just kind of camping, trying to kind of fire at long range. I shoot the island, you know, because it got in my way, which is annoying. And I'm kind of trying to put some more pressure on this guy, though he's kind of out of range really. I'm just firing because ammo's free and I've got nothing much else to do at the moment. Another target has come into view. I think I'm still shooting at him. I am. But yeah, you can see he's just out of range. So that's not good. That guy's out of range. And those guys are out of range as well. Basically, I'm too far away from everybody. And that guy who just disappeared, who was just here, is the only cruiser that was in range. The one who's just firing at me. But I think he's going to miss. I think, yeah, we go. We turn again to try and avoid the shots. They weren't that well aimed anyway. Another salvo is coming in. I think the first ones were from his front turrets. The second one's from his rear. Those ones missed completely, as do mine. 2 cruisers trying to shoot each other from long range is a bit of a dance, because both growth cruisers are agile enough to make hitting them difficult. I think I turn away, realise that there's another island there and I really don't want to turn into that, so I turn back, especially because they're all running away at them. They're all running away from me at the moment anyway. Ooh dear. Ah man, that was close. I got hit, took a little bit of damage, angled shot into the stern. I don't think I took much damage there, if any. I turn broadside on to try and turn away again. Looks like he's chosen another target. So then we turn back round to head towards him and try and get some more shots off. For launching salvos, ideally I want to be at about a 30-degree angle or so, because that lets me fire all my guns, but without being broadside on. Being broadside on is not generally healthy in this ship. Those all missed completely. Man, my gunners were drunk today. I think they've just been at the rum too much. I know rum is a Royal Navy, but you know. Oh, got a hit there. Didn't do any damage, but I got a hit. I'm beginning to think that actually high explosive might be better ammunition to use here, because then I think I might have actually achieved something. Let's fire some more pointless shots. Yep, he's manoeuvring. Those have missed as well. I'm heading directly away from him at the moment, and he's almost out of range. So we turn round. dash back in and try and get some more shots off. The battle on the other side is going well. The battleships are now advancing around these islands. And we've got two cruisers in the middle who I have no idea what they're doing. They're doing something. We turn back towards him, launching a full salvo. Is that going to do anything? Oh, of course not. No, gunners have spent all their time drinking. He started shooting at me again. Eep. Angle, 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 angle. They're going to miss anyway, that's fine. And then I realise, oh crap, he's only 10 kilometres away. I need to turn around. 2 more hits, 2 more bounces. Man, this gunnery is just not working at all. Oh, that one did something. And this is where it goes a bit wrong, because I'm trying to turn around to get away. Oh dear! Broadside hit. Look at that damage. I just lost about a quarter of my health. Maybe a third of my health in one go. It was a necessary risk. I was hoping he wouldn't hit. Because I needed to turn around. So I took the chance. Wasn't good. But now I've got him shooting at me. Oof. Another big hit. I've got him shooting at me. I've got him shooting at me. And I think I've got him shooting at me. Well, he's the same guy. I've got like two of them, I think, or 2 or 3 of them shooting at me at the moment, and I'm trying to leg it. I've lost a lot of health. Now notice I am taking significant damage here. I've taken about 4,000 or 5,000, but I'm not getting citadel because my ship is angled. That's an important distinction. I can afford to take quite a few of these hits. Obviously not too many because my health bar is going down. But if I took more than 2 or 3 citadel hits, I would be out. But I can take half a dozen of these fairly comfortably. So this is the point with this ship, is always keeping your hull angled towards the enemy. You never want to be broadside on, especially not when they're shooting at you. So now I'm just trying to dodge. I'm just trying to get away at this point. Oh dear, how did they all miss? How did they all miss? That was ridiculous. But yeah, I'm just dodging at the moment. But what's happening now, if I pause it again, I wish I could remember what the controls were. It's like Control Shift R and backspace or something. I can't remember. But anyway, if we look at the minimap, you'll see here we've got 2 cruisers moving this way when they're heading towards the cap. We've got 2 battleships, 2 more cruisers heading this way towards the cap. Their battleships are obviously retreating because they're not going to take all of those on. These guys are not trying to defend at all. They're just chasing me. Now, I was expecting them to turn around, actually. This is why I didn't really make any attempt to attack. I was trying to run away. Because what I was expecting was for them to turn around and try and deal with the rest of my team that's coming up behind them, but they never did. Each couple of hits, took a load more damage. Oh dear, this is not good. Well, I've got 2 cruisers chasing me. Oh, I did some more damage then. 4,800. I think that's all the damage that I've managed to do in this game. You know, 1 citadel hit would be more than that. But what I'm trying to do is track their shots and dodge their shots, because I've just noticed now, eep, that's fully half of my remaining health gone, that I'm essentially leading them out of position. You know, they're so focused on trying to kill the little tier 5 cruiser that they're not recognising the rest of our entire fleet that's coming up behind them. Now, Emerald has just killed their destroyer. They had a destroyer here who's now dead. So they're chasing me. This is why the range isn't opening. I'm firing at them, but I'm not really achieving anything much. And these guys, I'm just leading them away from their cap. Eep. Ooh, that was bad. Just over 1,000 HP left. I think I'm going to be dead in about another minute. But yeah, we've just started capturing their base. Here, you see this cruiser's just entered the cap. And none of their cruisers are in position to intercept, because they're all chasing me. Which basically, the longer I survive, I'm basically contributing to the team just by surviving here. I'm not doing any damage or achieving anything much at all. But just by still being alive and surviving this long, I've contributed. 400 damage, gosh, down to 600 health. I think the next salvo does me in at this point. But these guys are way out of any ability to defend their cap, because they're just too far out. They've been chasing me all this time. And they eventually get the kill, I think now. Yeah, there we go. That was enough. Just that one light hit. And now I'm dead. However, we've got 3 ships in the cap, and we're halfway through capping their base now. Not that we actually end up needing to, but they're now down to 3 ships, and we've got 7, including 2 battleships. And I'm just doing a bit of kind of undignified gloating in the chat, so just please ignore that. Right, how do I switch spectator view? There we go. So if we free camera it, no, free camera, you wretched thing. Where are we? We're over here. So there's the ships. That battleship is about to go down now. Yep, that's their last battleship. And these 2 cruisers who were chasing me, by the way, remember they were focused on me, are now the only remaining team members. And at this point they've lost. They're not going to win. They're not going to get the game back. And to be fair, this guy, 5 kills, has done really well. And that's basically it. So at this point, that's all they wrote. That's all she wrote. We're just waiting for the game to finish. Kill these 2. And yeah, but the moral of this story is battle achievements are not just numbered in kills, torpedo hits, damage, or anything else. You can have a big effect on the game just by driving around and causing the other team to make mistakes, which is more or less what happened here. I achieved virtually nothing in terms of numbers. All I did was that, and as I say, I've done way better than that before. I've achieved more than that in a tier 3 cruiser many times. But these guys, because these guys chased after me, the rest of our team was able to engage their team in piecemeal and win the game fairly comfortably. And that was all she wrote. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you subscribe to the channel, that would be nice as well. Feel free to leave a comment, anything you want to say, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.